Today, I've got 3 more custom planner spreads to share with you. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm working on 3 more custom planner spreads. We are going to do a Nightmare Before Christmas spread for Heather. We're going to do a black and yellow spread, a really special one for Denise, and a beautiful fall spread for Debbie. So I will put you guys on fast forward. I will link everything that I use down in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go. First up is going to be Heather's Nightmare Before Christmas spread. And I know that the Happy Planner has Nightmare Before Christmas stickers. I think that they have released them for a couple of years now. But I actually don't own any of those sticker books. So instead I went online and found some images that I could use my Cricut to turn into stickers so I could create this spread. I have definitely seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I wanted to do kind of a twist on that. So I actually pulled some scrapbook paper. No surprise, it is a Vicki Boutin theme collection called Discover and Create. I love Vicki Boutin. I think her style matches mine really well. She loves colors, she loves mixed media, she loves textures. And I saw all of these circles as I was kind of searching through, figuring out what I wanted to do. And I just felt called to use a lot of circles on this spread. Now, does it go with Nightmare Before Christmas? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure, but I thought the colors were fun. And I thought it kind of lent itself to this dream-esque feeling that kind of goes with the feeling of that particular cartoon. So that's what we're going with here. I used a larger circle there on the bottom kind of as an anchor for the page, and then the smaller circles around the edge. No specific pattern or anything like that. Just kind of randomly creating some background to then start the planning spread on. As I was looking through the ephemera, I saw that kind of little pom-pom banner as well that was in black. Perfection. And now we're going to start placing the stickers. Now I made some large stickers and it turned out to be a little bit challenging to get those down onto the page. I'm working on top of sticker guides, and the issue is that Jack Skellington is long and skinny, and it was super hard to keep his legs from tearing off and his arms, and it was really hard to work with those super large stickers, and it was really sticky sticker paper. So I kind of was struggling. And also, do you ever have those days where you're just on the struggle bus? This felt like a struggle bus day in general to me. So I felt like all of the stickers were working against me. It happens sometimes. You just have to be patient and kind of work around what's going on the page and just do your very best. I think in creative endeavors, it's going to happen from time to time. Sometimes things are working really well and everything's flowing and it all clicks and comes together, and sometimes things just don't. And so that was my issue on this particular day. See, his little arm came off, and then this group of characters, well, this one works out just fine right here. Let me put the little pom-pom trim down as well up at the top. Love the little heart right there. So cute. Okay, but my other issue, this big cluster of characters where I couldn't possibly name all of their names, but the top hat thing for one of the main guys, I think he's like the mayor of Halloween Land or whatever, it stuck, and it was a whole, oh my goodness, I had to work and work and work to finally get his little top hat to come up, and then I had to piece it all back together. It was a whole thing, but a really important sticker for this particular spread, so I needed that to work itself out for sure. Because I was in circle mode, I had it in my head that I was only going to use the circle stickers from Mojo Jojo Plans, the black circle stickers from her Shapes book, to add functional areas over to the right hand side, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't get it worked out. It wasn't flowing. So I had to bring in some rectangles as well. So we're going to add a few rectangles here and there, a few boxes to complement the circles. And I think it'll all balance out in the end. I played a lot with where the functional boxes were going to be on this particular spread. It felt real box heavy at one point, and you'll kind of see. I knew the circles, I knew they wanted them to overlap with other circles that were already on the page, and that's where I started struggling just a bit to get the placement and the balance right. It made sense to have another vertical box over here to balance the one on the left hand side, and then I just needed, I don't know, it felt really box heavy, and I actually don't remember if Heather likes a ton of boxes. I know she loves the to-do list over on the left-hand side. She uses that thing to its max, but how many boxes did she need? It was a little bit tricky. This, guys, it was too formulaic. Look at all those little baby circles. It was just, this is me sitting back looking at it going, nope. Nope, 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 that's not it. I'm just trying to figure out, I'm like, maybe if I add more boxes. Sometimes I add more. I'm so thankful that I was working on top of sticker guides at this point because it was just, it was too much. It was too much on, like, I'm just going to start taking things off. Like, oh, maybe I can switch the placement. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, it was a struggle, but I like how it came out in the end. Give yourself grace. If you're like, man, I have a really good idea for a spread and you start working and it's just not coming across, that's okay. Take your time. You can see I'm putting down the ones that I was like, yes, love this one. This one makes sense. Put those down. And then I'm just leaving it for like a heartbeat. Like leave it for half a second, see what it feels like. Don't forget that you can add bullet points, like change things up a little bit. Don't rush, but start putting just one or two down and it'll start kind of coming together slowly but surely. All right, I want to add a box over here, but I also wanted to add his little flying ghost dog thing. I'm so sorry. I don't know all of the character names for Nightmare Before Christmas, but this little guy was so cute. So we're going to kind of have him layered in this direction so that Heather can label her task list. It's cute. I love how this one came out in the end. I like the random colors in the back. I think it could be, this doesn't have to be a Christmas spread. This could be in November. This could be, it could be whatever you want. That's the beauty of Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it a Halloween movie? I think people kind of go both ways on that one. So this way Heather can use it in either or holiday season. All right, last little thing is getting some of these bullet points in place. Again, pulling from Mojo Jojo Plans, check it off. And then I'm going to cut the two pages apart because of course I have that piece of scrapbook paper that overlaps the middle of the pages. I'm going to cut that apart, repunch those holes, and that is going to be it for Heather's Nightmare Before Christmas spread. Let me know what you think of it down below. And let me know if you like how those boxes came out in the end. All right, next up is a special spread for Denise. Denise's son goes to Appalachian State, and he was very much affected by Hurricane Helene, as was so many people throughout that area of the country. And she wanted a spread to kind of reflect on that. She is very grateful that he is safe. He lost a lot during the hurricane and, of course, the aftermath of the flooding, but she's just so thankful he's safe. And so she asked for a black and gold, really yellow spread that would just be kind of a reflection. And I wasn't really sure what to do. Like I didn't want to do a literal like hurricane theme spread. That didn't make sense to me. I wanted it to be an opportunity perhaps to reflect, maybe a memory keeping spread, maybe something where, you know, I think it's important to keep all of the memories, not just the good ones. And so maybe a spread to just document kind of the aftermath, some of the pictures and things like that. So I took two pieces of scrapbook paper, yellow and black, and I'm layering them together and then putting the vertical boxes over the top of it. This is the big size or venti size, like I sell in my shop. So now we have our whole layout ready to go. I found some PET tape in my stash. This PET tape is from the washi tape shop, and it is this beautiful, striking black florals. And if I'm remembering correctly, Denise is actually not huge into florals, but I just thought these were too perfect to not include on this spread. And I wanted to use them to highlight what phrase that I would like to put down on this spread. So I have a little issue. I was going to put them in the middle, but then I had something get on the bottom of the spread. So we are adapting and we're covering up this little blue mark that got on the spread and instead putting washi tape down here. This is big, thick washi tape. It's not individually cut stickers like we see with Wrong Wrong. And so I'm actually filling up the whole of the bottom row of boxes with this beautiful floral. It has a metallic nature to it. It has a texture to it. It's so pretty. And so that's going to be all along the bottom. And then on top of that, in yellow alpha, I am going to put the phrase, look for the helpers, because of course we've all heard the quote from Mr. Rogers that when things are going terrible, when there's a tragedy, you just have to look around for the helpers. And I'm hoping that that is almost the takeaway from tragic events. Like, look around, because that's the stories I'm seeing as I'm filming this. I'm seeing just amazing tales of neighbors helping neighbors, and people coming in from all different states to help. And so I thought that was a good phrase to kind of reflect on this really intense event in their lives. The alphas that I am pulling are from a Kelva Plan alpha sticker book. She has some fabulous alpha sticker books, and I just thought the yellow matched really well, and I like how it kind of jumps off of all of those black florals. Now, I wasn't totally sure if Denise was going to want to use this as a planner spread, maybe when she's able to go and see her son. Maybe she wants to use it as, like I said before, a reflection, almost a memory planning spread. So I decided to go with the vertical boxes that have the lines, because I thought she can journal in those or she can have lists. And I did it in a really predictable pattern because I was kind of in my head thinking a little bit like she might want to include some pictures. So I left lots of opportunities for pictures on this particular spread. So a lot of open boxes. I left the left-hand sidebar open just so that she could do a bit of documenting as well. I didn't want the black florals to be just at the bottom, so I'm actually trimming them out. Unfortunately, like I said before, these are not pre-cut stickers. It's just one big roll of tape, and so you have to kind of trim out if you want just one of the florals. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trimming them out, kind of nestling them behind and overlapping some of the boxes just to bring those florals up. I didn't want this to be an overly decorated spread. Sometimes the spreads that are focused on something, I'm not going to say it's something negative. It was a tragic event, of course, but from Denise's note, what she is focusing on is her gratefulness. And she's so thankful that her son is safe. And that's what she was wanting to kind of reflect on. But I just didn't want to over sticker it. You know, it just didn't feel appropriate for the event. So I left it really simple, at least simple for me and Denise. I hope that it is kind of fitting for what you're going to want to use it for. So I'm transferring things off of the sticker guides and onto the spread. The last things I'm going to have to do after I get these all transferred is go ahead and add the days of the week. Again, I kind of went back and forth. Does she want the days of the week? Does she not? I went ahead and added them. I don't think, Denise, if you don't want the days of the week, or if you want to, I mean, you can go back and this could be a memory planning spread that you kind of back plan, like, and put the days of the week, the dates of when the hurricane came. Either way, you can take off the days of the week pretty easily. They are from Kelva Plan. But I love how this one came together. It's relatively simple, but very striking in those colors. I didn't want to add too much of the information. I wanted Denise to have the freedom to use it how she wanted to use it. So that's what we're going to go with. Let me know what you think of Denise's, I'm calling it the Hurricane Helene spread, but I don't really think it's a reflection spread. It's a spread for gratitude. And Denise, I'm also very thankful that your son is okay. And of course, still praying for everyone that continues to be affected by such a crazy, ridiculous storm. Last but not least today is a dashboard style planner spread for Debbie. And I'm just doing a fun fall spread for her that she can use anytime through October, November, save it for next year. It's going to have all the fall feels. This is from the sticker book from Kelva Plan. I believe this one is I Love Fall. I will definitely link all of the sticker books that I use down below. I do link them in the description box. So I loved the colors in this particular set of stickers, specifically the kind of bright blue color that was included. I thought that was super fun, and so I'm going to emphasize that color with washi tape at the top and the bottom of this spread. It has a little bit more of a green than the actual blue in the stickers, but I still think it's kind of driving home that color combo, which is super fun. And the polka dots are fun and whimsical as well, which fits the kind of style for this spread. So the stickers are all of these fall clothing items. You have the hoodies and the sweatshirts and the raincoats, the boots, the gloves, the umbrellas and the scarves, all of the things that you need for a brisk fall day, which I am so ready for all of the brisk fall days. It has gotten hot here again, and we've had a ton of rain, and I'm ready for some fall days. So we're just gonna have fun placing some of the functional stickers. I think some people struggle at times using functional boxes on a dashboard style spread. Really, it's just about making sure you balance and give yourself room to write on the lines if necessary, if you're wanting to do bullet points. But I like to use the boxes to highlight specific events, game days, and things like that that might be going on. So for Debbie, I imagine that these will be appointments and meetings and different meetups and things like that. And then she'll be able to keep bulleted lists of things that she needs to do on each particular day. For this particular spread, it was important for me to go ahead and figure out where the functional boxes were going to go first because the decorative stickers were sized a little bit smaller. I say all the time when I'm decorating, actually when I'm doing journaling or scrapbooking, whatever the case may be, I get the larger elements down on the page first, and then I work from big to small, kind of getting smaller and smaller as I keep layering different elements. Well, the decorative stickers in this case were some of the smaller elements. They were just sized down, the stickers were, and so I wanted to get the boxes down first. And then the plan was to then start incorporating some of these smaller decorative elements in with the boxes, but I had to have a plan for where they were going to go. So the goal is to have a lot of the clothing kind of peeking out from behind the boxes. It's almost like, hey, let's empty out our closet and throw it all on the ground, and the clothes are like peeking up from the ground. That's kind of what I was thinking of. It's time to switch out the closets. You know what I mean? Does anyone else do that? Do you switch out your closets for the seasons? We're in that weird in-between time where sometimes it is really still hot outside, and sometimes it's starting to get a little bit crisp, and so I haven't totally changed out everyone's closets yet, but it's coming soon, I can tell. All right, so I'm putting the clothing behind the boxes. Then there is a whole series of a bunch of little leaves, like tons and tons of little leaves that I want to just be flurrying around as if there is a wind kind of blowing through Debbie's spread and it is sending leaves every which way. So that's the plan. But first I got to work again, big to small. The leaves are the smallest part, so those are going to come in last. Oh, I didn't like where that one went. Oh, I'm so thankful that that sticker came up because it didn't look right there. I needed it to be poking out a little bit more. The other thing I really like about Debbie's spread is actually the arrangement of boxes over on the left-hand side. I'm leaving a big open area for her at the top, but I like that the little grid came together very nicely. I think that is a fun little place to take some notes and make some plans for the week. All right, let's go ahead and add bullet points as well, because again, before I get crazy with the decorating and the leaves blowing through the spread, I don't want to take up too much room. I want to make sure I leave room for the bullet points. So I'm going to add those on the spread. And then, like I said, we're going to start playing with all of the little leaves. It takes a hot second to work with all of these little leaves, but I think it comes together pretty nicely. All right, last little functional boxes. All right, it is so cute. I love how this one comes together in the end. I feel like it's a really bright fall spread, which is fun and different. After I get the leaves in place, literally the last thing that I am going to do is pull stickers to label some of these sections. I'm pulling from Proud Sticker Designs. She is a sticker maker on Etsy. I love her functional stickers. They are fabulous. And I'm going to pull some different kind of labels to help Debbie organize her thoughts on this page. But once those are in place, that is going to be it for Debbie's Bright Fun Fall spread. That wraps up the three very different spreads we had going on today. I would love to hear which one you liked the most. We had the Nightmare Before Christmas spread for Heather. We had the Reflection of Hurricane Helene spread for Denise. And then we had the Fun Fall spread for Debbie. Let me know down in the comments which one spoke to you the most today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. Like I said before, I will link all of the supplies in the description box of this video. So you can just click down there and check it out if you want to check out any of these supplies. I do want to give a huge shout out to my entire Patreon community. Thank you all so much for your continued support. We have a fabulous time. There's a ton going on over on Patreon. Lots of perks at each and every tier over there, including the free tier. So if you haven't checked it out, head on over to patreon.com/ScrappyWife and see what there is to participate in. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.